Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your money and career guidance with me, Julie Poole. Hello, welcome or welcome back. It's tea and tarot time with Julie. Grab yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, glass of wine, beer, whatever it is you want. Put your feet up, get yourself comfy. Let's move that out of the way. We are looking at Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross-watching for money and career, and this is for the end of July through to the end of August, so about 5 weeks or so. Alrighty, okay, let's bring the camera down. Let's see what we have got. We're going to start with getting the tarot cards out, and all the cards I use are linked below. This is the Tarot of Dreams, okay. Also linked below is my tea and tarot merch if you're interested in that, my books from Hoping to Having, and everything you need to know. Check it out if you're interested. All right, so Queen of Cups, all right, the Queen of Hearts, Sagittarius, we've got the Tower. There's some sweeping change coming in that needs to happen in order to get you to a really happy place. We've got the Ten of Cups, nice, okay. Oh, and we've got the King of Cups as well. So the King and the Queen of Cups are showing up with the Ace of Cups in the center of your reading. Oh, this is getting very interesting. Very interesting. We've got the Ten of Swords. So what has been difficult, challenging is coming to an end. We've got the Moon. You don't have all the details just now, but don't panic, okay? With the Chariot, we're definitely moving forward with this, and with Faith. That's the Hierophant. This looks lovely, really nice. I like it a lot. Okay, let's get your affirmations. I can't pick them up today. Okay, this is from Hoping to Having Wealth and Success, which is the same thing as money and career. Okay, all right, for Sagittarius, please, what's the most appropriate affirmation? I am loving and kind in my success. I am generous of heart and spirit with the addition of success in my life. Okay, this card is basically about those of you that get a little bit concerned that if you're very successful, that you might not be the same person. You might not be as nice, you know. And so I want you to, if you have that belief, you know, that successful people are cold or heartless or they don't care about their family or any of those nonsense beliefs, I want you to get rid of them because they block your success. All right, so align instead with I am loving and kind in my success. I am generous of heart and spirit with the addition of success in my life. All success and money do is allow you to be more of who you already are. And if you're already a git, you're going to be a bigger git. But if you're lovely, you're going to be even lovelier. So I don't want you to worry about any of that. Okay? All righty. Okay. Right. Let's see what this says. This is the Everyday Spirit Guide Affirmation cards. I think they want that one. Well, isn't that interesting? Because that just came out for Scorpio. And now you've got it too. And it is save it. So especially those of you near the cusp with Scorpio, might be worth you having a little look at that reading as well. Save it. Keep it for you. Not yet. There will be a better time. All right, so you're keeping your cards close to your chest about this new beginning that you want, all right? Can all be going on under the surface, but you're not sharing it yet, okay? It's not quite the right time. Right, let's find out some more. This is the Energy Oracle, so this is your theme, okay? What's the theme, please, for my Sag, for money and career? And we've got Healer of the Ages. There's Jesus there, Healer of the Ages. Something is healing. Something is shifting. All right. So, interesting reading. Okay. The center of your reading is the Ace of Cups. Now, the Ace, the central card, influences everything around it. Okay. So, it's important. Now, Major Arcana, you've got the Moon, Faith, the Chariot, and the Tower. So 4, all right? So we are really moving this forward. This is significant. When we got 4 Major Arcana cards, it's like, this is big stuff, right? The big stuff is happening over the next 5 weeks. Now, that might be a preparation time rather than the launch time, but it is still significant because every step on that preparation is moving you towards that goal, that success, that money, whatever it is that you want in terms of, this is for money and career. Now, not all of you are working. Yes, many of you that watch me are retired, but you still want to know about the money side, okay? So it is for both, all right? For jobs, businesses, money, investments, properties, anything to do with that, okay? And what you're wanting, the Ace of Cups, is a new beginning, a fresh start that feels happy, fulfilled, enriching. It feels good. You've got a lot of cups here, okay? All right, when we think that 4 out of the 9 are major arcana, and then you've got another 4 that are cups with this 10 of swords, which is the end of struggle, end of stress, betrayal, being stabbed in the back, what has been difficult, challenging, that's coming to an end. So it's all about your happiness here. Right? Am I happy in my job? Am I happy in my home? Am I happy in my relationship? In terms of marriage, significant relationships like that. So it's like, right, what is it that I'm wanting? Because I'm identifying it here. The Ace of Cups is saying, I'm ready for my new beginning. I'm open to it. I'm welcoming it. And so the new beginning is on its way. This is a new cup of happiness that's being offered to you. Now, the cup is empty because it's for you to fill it with what is right for you. So what is it that you want to fill it with? Now, we've got the Queen and the King of Cups together with the Moon. Now, this isn't a love reading. I've done the love readings. I'm going to pop it up here at the end if you want to have a look. And by the way, those are not just romantic love. They're about any kind of relationships. But the Queen and King of Cups are a dynamic duo. This is a couple, all right? So this could be you and your significant other who are looking to move their world into a different place, okay? I want a fresh start. I want something new. I want something different. Now, for some of you, that can be, I'm ready for my divorce because this has been horrible and I want out, okay? Now, if that's your story, I'm going to give you different stories, okay? If you have been waiting for the right time to say, this marriage is over, then this will be you putting into place what you need to put in place to make that happen, whether that be talking to a lawyer. Because we're keeping it to you, not yet, we might not be telling anybody about it, and that's okay. All right. You could be healing difficulties in a marriage as well after what has been a difficult time. And you might be sitting there thinking, well, I thought this was a money and career reading. Yes, it is. Right. But bear with. Right. Any of you who have ever been through a divorce will know the impact it has on your finances, okay? And equally, when you're working together as a couple and it's working well, then that also affects the finances, but in a very positive way. But when we're working together as a team, we are able to achieve so much more. So if you have been going through a difficult time in your marriage and you really are aligned with moving through that difficult time, healing the difficulties from it, we can move this forward, all right, so that we can heal from it and it's going to be okay, all right? So take the resonance of what it is for you. Now, in terms of jobs, careers, then here we are with you in balance between your masculine and your feminine. You being in a very strong emotional place to say, I know what I want. I've worked it out. I know what's going to fulfill me. Because we know from science, from studies, that a salary alone is not enough to keep somebody in a job and make them happy. It's much more than that. It's about colleagues, the people you work with, feeling you have a purpose, a mission, feeling valued, feeling that you matter. There's so many more ingredients in the little pot of, am I happy in my job? But you're looking at it and you're saying, I do want something more. I want something more fulfilling, more enriching. I want something new. Okay? So you are, many of you, pulling together your masculine and feminine, like to be and to do, and bringing it in about what is that emotional fulfillment for me in terms of my job, my career, my business, but also within your financial world, right? Does the mortgage work for me? Do my investments work for me? If I'm in debt, if that's creating a lot of stress, then maybe it's time for something new here that, maybe I need to reevaluate. Perhaps it's time to sell the home or move or do something to restructure the finances so that I can bring to an end any situation here that has been hard and heavy, because the Ten of Swords is hard and heavy. And so if you've been in a situation where perhaps you're struggling to pay your bills, it's been a nightmare, you're not earning enough, the universe is bringing you a new opportunity here, a new cup to say it's going to be okay, we're going to move forward and it's going to be fine. So this is where we get into that my finances are healing, my sense of, if I don't feel successful, that's healing. What is it for you that you need to heal from this? You may need to be healing your money beliefs, which often we have very negative money beliefs and negative beliefs about success. That's why I wrote the second book, From Hoping to Having, the Formula to Wealth and Success, because those beliefs get in the way and block the money coming. So I show you how to unblock them and how to get yourself aligned with the money flow. But this King and Queen of Cups coming out with the moon underneath, very watery energy here. So it's all about feelings, it's about flow, and the moon is about what we can't see, what's hidden. So we're allowing it to come up. What do I feel about this? What do I really want? What's really important to me? Am I really happy in this job? Now, it's an important question to be asking, particularly at this time, because we are in the middle of Mercury retrograde, and that happens, yes, every 3 months, but it's a time where we reflect and we reevaluate and we look at it. Does this work for me? Does this make me happy? Is it what I really want? Most of the time we're so busy on the hamster wheel, the merry-go-round of life, that we don't have time to sort of really say, does this work for me? Is this good for me? Right? So when we're in Mercury retrograde and everything starts to slow down a little bit, this is the time when we can go within and say, how do I really feel about this job or this career or about this home or about this marriage? We're just allowing the feelings to come up. And once we allow, it's like the brakes are off, because we've got the Chariot next to it, which is forward movement. We've got the Tower above with sudden sweeping change. So I might really dive into this and say, actually, I love my job, but it's not fulfilling enough for me. I need something more. So maybe it's time for me to open up to a new job, or maybe it's time for me to go talk to my boss and say, can I have some training because I want to go to the next level, or could I change to a different department where I can learn something new? We're starting to just reach out to say, what do I want to fill this new cup with? I'm being offered a new cup. What do I want to put in it? What's it feel like? What's it look like? And can I allow the tower to just fall on what needs to fall? The tower comes when something isn't working anymore. It doesn't fall on something that's strong and stable. The tower comes with like, that was really broken and you've been kidding yourself for ages that it was okay. But with the moon now, we're starting to allow the reality to rise and say, actually, this isn't so good for me. I want something more. I want something new. And it's time. And so you're in this energy with the Tower, the Ace of Cups and the Chariot to say this is the perfect time to really go for it, to go for something new, to allow yourself to move forward. So if you've been umming and ahhing about, should we move home? Should I change jobs? Is it time to retire for some of you? Can be, yeah, I've been putting it off and it wasn't the right time and blah, blah, blah. And now all of a sudden it's like, yeah, I think it is. I think, you know, I'm going to save it for now. I'm going to really feel into it. I'm going to really look into it. And then I'm going to say, yeah, I'm putting in my notice that I'm going to retire in 3 months or 6 months or 3 weeks. It's like, right, you're ready to take this forward. Now, for some of you, that can be a promotion, that can be moving into your own business, or if you've been thinking about starting a side hustle and you've been umming and ahhing about it, now you're really feeling into it and saying, do you know what, I think the time is now, because here's the Tower wanting to come in, wanting to shake things up, and I'm ready to move forward. And remember that the Chariot is not just forward movement, it's success, it's victory, it's ease, it's flow, and it's fast. You know, look at him trying to hang on to those 2 horses energetically. It's like, whoosh, hold on to your hats. We're ready to move forward. So there's something sudden, sweeping change here for you, but for the better, because we've got the 10 of Cups, which is a wonderful card of fulfillment and happiness and just, yeah, this is my roses round the door. This is what I really want. I want to bring to an end with the 10 of Swords what's been difficult and challenging and stressful, and I'm ready to step into something new. Now, the Faith card is the Hierophant, the High Priest, okay? The Hierophant talks about contracts, long-term stability, something that's going to go all the way, not a flash in the pan. So this would be a fabulous time if you're thinking about setting up a YouTube channel. Like, go for it. You could be still here in 10 years on YouTube doing brilliantly. This is long-term. If you're ready to go for that job or retirement, it's like, yeah, this is a long-term thing here. So this is the right time. If you've got any doubts, because the moon can raise fears and insecurities, let them come up and then gently reassure them with the King and Queen of Cups, which is a very emotionally mature energy, not tears and tantrums and panics. They take everything in their stride, the King and Queen. They are like, I've been through it. You know, I'm not going to let this throw me off my game. I'm just going to process it and I'm going to deal with it in a very calm, measured way, where I'm feeling into what is good for me. I'm not just reacting, I'm responding from a considered place of what's going to bring me my happiness. And I'm allowing what hasn't worked to just heal now, just heal, and moving into something really stable and really good. I really like this for you, Sagittarius. So hold on to your hats, sudden sweeping change for the better. Just trust and let's see what the angels want to add. Okay, right. Okay, transformation. You're in this transformation from where you were to where you're going. This card's been coming out a lot, all right? So we are transforming the money or the career or both into something that you really want. So your awareness is rising. Your awareness, there she is, she's looking at the planets. She's praying, she's meditating, she's contemplating what works, what doesn't, what's fulfilling me, what's leaving me feeling empty, what's important to me. I'm figuring it out. And as I figure it out, I allow the transformation to take place. That's the Tower. You see, in here, she's wrapped up in a net. She feels stuck, she feels limited, she feels held down, but she is transforming and rising up and through it with the butterflies to say, no more, Mr. Caterpillar, time for the butterfly to fly and have its wings. So, Sagittarius, this looks really good. It looks exciting. So embrace, allow, and let go, and all will be well. All right? Okay, my beautiful people, I'm going to pop up here your Love and Connections playlist for the next month or so. I'll be back on Friday with your collective weekly reading. Do check it out. Just because it doesn't say Sagittarius doesn't mean there's not a message here for you. It's a collective energy message. And I'll be back next week with your general guidance for August. Okay? So I will see you then. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favour, like, share, and if you haven't yet, do think about subscribing. It's completely free, you know. And a huge thank you to my paid members. They do pay. You don't pay to subscribe, but you do pay for the membership. It's just an extra way of supporting the free work that I do. So I'm very appreciative of all of you who do that for me. So thank you. I will see you again soon. Have an amazing day. Lots of love. Bye-bye.